What is going on YouTube? Today we're going to review this pre-workout right here. I've been using it lately. It says it's EHP Labs Buzz, and take note that it says super potent, do not exceed 1 scoop. Keep that in mind. I've seen that, I'm like, damn, that sounds really crazy, especially since I just used Hyde. That was the last one I went through. Be sure to check out the review I did on that one. I'll remember to put a card or something up. I'll try to anyway. Coming off that one, I had high hopes for this, but it didn't turn out to be as good as I thought. So we're going to jump into it. I'm going to go exactly the same kind of structure I went with the other ones. So when it comes to pre-workout, I cover the taste, the effect. Obviously, effect, that's what you want. You want to be getting the benefit of taking it on, feel stronger, get a better pump, not feel tired, things like that. The price, and finally the crash. Because some of them I've heard, I haven't come across too many, actually, as soon as they wear off, you just want to go to sleep. You just crash so heavy. So they're the ones we're going to jump into, and we'll start off with the taste. So with the taste, I grabbed this flavor. It's actually Blueberry Magic. Now every pre-workout I've had, anything blueberry or like blue raspberry, things like that, the blue flavor, so to say, is normally a pretty safe one to go with. And like everyone I've had, it's just, like I said, it's a safe flavor. You're not going to normally get a bad one, I thought. Then I got this. Holy shit, man. Oh, the taste is just... I tried it with a little bit of water to get it down quicker. As you can see, the scoop. I'll show the scoop real quick. Scoop is 10 grams. So it's quite a big scoop. I've done it to the mouth, to the head, and then water. Quite hard to get down because the scoop's so big. I've tried it with a little bit of water, just so I can get it down like 2 mouthfuls. It is so bitter. I've tried it with a heap of water, and that's almost worse because you have to sip on it, and it's not good. I thought watering it down would make it easier to drink, but it just really wasn't. I don't know what kind of ingredients they got in there, but all of them together. Actually, I do know what kind of ingredients. It does say on the back. The problem is, it doesn't say the dosages of certain things. It just says it's got caffeine, it's got beta-alanine, things like that. And that's a problem. I'll get to that later. But the taste, I'm just going to have to give it a 3 out of 10. I could not get past the... It's not bitter. I mean, sweet is normally what I use to describe a good one. Like I've had Frenzy, a scoop of Frenzy, and that just tastes like whiz fizz. You could drink that all day. But this stuff here is a problem to get down. I haven't held my nose yet to... help drink it, because I feel like if you're holding your nose, it's really bad. So I just try to do it without it. Like I said, tried it a few different ways. The taste is just, it just makes you like shiver as you get rid of it and drink it down. And then like you had a drink of something else after to wash it away. You're pretty much good from there on. But yeah, taste, not a fan of it at all. Maybe the other flavors are good, but I went the blue flavor, Blueberry Magic, to be safe, and it was not safe, okay? So now we're going to move on to the effect. Now, since it said super potent, I look at the ingredients. It doesn't say how much I've got in it, so I was just expecting it to be a lot of it, everything, as a 10-gram scoop. It's got your beta, it's got your caffeine and all that stuff. I thought the effect would be through the roof, much like Hyde. Although the only problem with Hyde is it has too much caffeine for me. If I had it at like 5, 6 p.m. at night, I'd be up to 2 o'clock that night to stare at the roof. It's that 300 milligrams caffeine in 1 scoop. This is a bigger scoop. Doesn't say how much caffeine's in it, so I talked to the guys that work at the desk and stuff, how much they think. They just guessed probably around 200. I've had it, and the effect, I'm just going to have to give it a 6 out of 10. Now, why is that? You'd think it'd be crazy, off your rocker, just like energy. It's just not. I don't know, it obviously doesn't have a full dose of beta-alanine because I only get the slightest tingles in the face, probably. Nothing like Hyde would, and like 3/4 of a scoop. Even C4, Cell C4, you have 2 scoops of that, you get some pretty crazy tingles happening. This obviously doesn't have a full dose of beta-alanine. Like I said, though, it doesn't tell you how much is in it. I feel like that's a bad thing. I don't know if they're trying to hide it. Maybe they just half dose everything in there, but yeah, beta-alanine, I don't feel like there's enough in there. Caffeine's alright. I'd say there'd be about 150 milligrams, 200. It's pretty much perfect. It doesn't keep you up at night and things like that. And yeah, as for the rest, it says it's got like the Buzz Pump Vascularity Boosters, and then it breaks it down. It's got like you know, Argentine stuff like that in it. Again, doesn't say how much of each different flavor. It's just broken it down. Actually, I'm trying to zoom in on it. It just breaks it down. As you can see there, we got like 1 section, 2 section, 3, 4, and it breaks down like one's for pump, one's for effects, one's for this. But it doesn't tell you how much of each ingredient there is in there. And the yeah, effect 6 out of 10. I just don't really know what's in it, but they need to up certain things, okay, to make it as crazy as they say it is. Now we'll move on to price. Now I actually did get this on special. I was on a little bit of a sale, so I got for half the price it normally is, 30 Australian dollars here. Normally it's 60 for a 30 gram, 30 container serving size, which really isn't that great. That puts up there with prices such as Defcon 1, Core Fury, you know, the big hitters like that. And then when you go into that league, if you can't beat them on price, you really have to step your game up in terms of effects and things like that, because they're like some of the best pre-workouts you can buy right now. So for that reason, toying up with, you know, how the effect really isn't that good. Taste, I think it's really bad. But it does have a lot of ingredients in there. I believe they tried to hit every box. Like I feel like it's some pretty nice pumps and stuff, but it's just not, the energy and stuff isn't as crazy as they make it out to be. So for that, as the price, I'm just going to give it between a 6 and a 7, I'd have to say. Probably more towards a 6, now that I say it, but yeah. Nothing else I can say too much about that. Price really isn't that good. I mean, they did chuck a lot of ingredients in there, but I feel like they underdosed a lot of them. A lot of the important ones too. Then we have the Crash. So, I've already trained today, back in biceps. Only had 1 scoop. Well, they say don't exceed 1 scoop. And that would have been at 4 o'clock. It is now 8 o'clock, and I feel fine. I'll probably go to bed fine. And I have not crashed at all. So, I feel like the Crash is the one thing they got right. I'm not sure what exactly it is done it. Maybe underdosing the ingredients didn't make the, you know, the craziest kick of intensity and energy, but at least having them all in there helps you to not crash hard at the end of it. It's not just like just heaps of caffeine and then once caffeine's gone, things like that. So for Crash, I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10 just because you don't really crash at all. I feel like it's one of the best when it comes to crash. Hide, you crash probably a little bit more. C4, yeah. So Buzz, that's the one thing they got right, and it'll be 9 out of 10 for Crash. I'll have to give it. So they're the 4 sections I wanted to cover. Just for further things, I'll just say that this isn't one of the strongest competitors out there for pre-workout. Don't know if they're going to work on a new formula or what. And it's got all the ingredients in there, so it's worth a try if you don't want a full 3,200 milligram dose of beta-alanine and things like that. I really like the beta. I like to be tingling and stuff down the forearms and things like that, like C4 and Hide give you. This one just doesn't have that, but it does tick a lot of the boxes on what they need. Crash is awesome, and as long as you can get past the taste, I mean, it's a pre-workout. It's a decent one at that. I feel like if they want to be really competitive and beat some of the top guns out there right now, they just got to lift their game in a few aspects. But other than that, it's not a bad pre-workout at all. You're not really going to be disappointed as long as you get a better flavour than this one. So that's going to wrap the video up, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.